Hello Gemini, it's Lisa, and here is your February 5th to 11th, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. I am holding a contest in February to win a reading with me. If you would like to win, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and I'll enter you in the draw. If you've already subscribed, still leave a comment, and I'll enter you in as well. And I'll be picking the lucky winner at the end of February. Okay, Gemini, so let's see what's in store for you this week. So the overall message for this week for you, Gemini, is the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is this illusion or feeling that you're trapped, that you can't move forward. You have to hold on to something. You have to stay there. But it's just an illusion. You can move forward. There's lots of things waiting for you, bigger and better. It can be that you feel defined by something, or that something is holding you in place, and you feel or are afraid to move forward because you feel like you have to stay there. And then the challenge this week is listening to your gut. What does your gut tell you? Not what your head tells you or your heart tells you, but what does your gut tell you? You can balance, like you can listen to your head and your heart, but ultimately, what does your gut say? And you balance your head and your heart with your gut. And you're having a hard time doing that. You're listening to your head and your heart. You really, really need to listen to your intuition. What does your intuition tell you? And chances are it's telling you to move forward. You're not trapped. But is the thing. But it's a challenge. That's what it is. The card of what you need to focus on right now is moving forward and not getting distracted. This is the card of what I say is the movie Up, which is the dogs and the squirrel, and they're doing something, and then they see the squirrel and they go, squirrel. And it's like, you just need to stop squirreling and you need to keep moving forward because something is distracting you and you need to let it go and move forward. This distraction, it feels like there's probably several things that are distracting you. Like you're doing, it really kind of is like your gut is telling you you need to move forward. And you're like, oh, look, squirrel. I'm just not going to listen to that. I'm just going to keep squirreling and not deal with having to move forward. That's what it feels like. And then what you do not see coming, I'll reveal in a moment. And I will, because I know in the monthly one I turned it over before it was meant to be. Okay, so the Eight of Swords, all about an illusion that you're trapped and you can't move forward or you don't want it. There's like two feelings with this card. One is that you think you can't move forward out of a situation, that you need to stay there. And then another side of it is like the door is open to the cage and you're just like, no, I don't want to leave. Like, what if, right? Like it's kind of like the universe is trying to push you out of it. And you're like, no, and you're holding on for dear life to stay in that cage. The Knight of Cups is that someone you know or a situation around you is providing you with the information to say, hey, look, you need to move forward, besides me. And it's like you need to listen to this information and move in the direction you need to move in. The Nine of Wands is that you've come through so much, you've like grown and evolved, and it's just about taking the deep breath in and going, okay, I see, and then moving forward. The Nine of Wands is all about perseverance. Just keep going because it's going to be bigger and better than you can imagine. And you're limiting yourself by staying in this cage. So then the challenge is listening to what does your gut really say. And I know this is a challenge most times for most people, where we confuse what our gut is telling us and what our head is telling us and our heart is telling us. Our head will tell us something and then we'll say, oh, that's what my gut's telling me, but it's not. Your gut, you know what your gut's telling you, but you just are in denial and you don't want to hear it, right? So it's about learning to listen to your intuition. And it's just a challenge to do that this month. When you do listen to it, it moves you towards big success, happiness, fulfillment, and contentment. Not only money, but also being fulfilled and happy. Yeah, you're just not listening to your gut. That's all good. You are overthinking and overanalyzing things. You're thinking, again, that feeling of, what if I leave this cage? What will happen? How will it, what? Right? So there's all these questions and fear of leaving this cage that you're in. It's so funny because normally the Eight of Swords is that you want to move forward and you're trapped in this, or you think you're trapped in it, and then you realize it's an illusion and you can move forward. The feeling in this reading is that you sort of are aware that it is like that you're in this cage, that you're trapped, but it's like you're afraid to move out of it. It's almost like an abused dog who is then rescued and has a beautiful home now to live in. And when they open the crate for the dog to come out, the dog is too afraid to come out because what if, right? What if something bad happens, or what if, right? So it's that kind of feeling of knowing that you need to move forward. The universe is trying to make you come out of that crate, but you're overthinking it and overanalyzing it. And it's like, there's all these what ifs I come out of the crate, what ifs, right? So yeah, it's really interesting. And it's like your intuition is screaming at you and the universe is trying to help you, but you just don't want to see it. The card of what you need to focus on is to stop getting distracted and move forward out of that cage, that trap that you're in, that thing that's for some of you, it just is something that's anchoring you to something, right? And it's like you're trying to move forward, but you're like got this anchor that you're trying to pull forward. And it's like you need to take that anchor off and move in the direction you want to move in. The Queen of Wands is about you shining, you coming center stage, and you just kind of being like, you know what? I'm not going to let anyone else dim my light. I'm not going to focus on anything other than me having my successes and being the best version of myself. And then you end up having victory in not only moving forward, but in all the things that you want. It is leading you there, but you just need to do this. And then what you don't see coming is you moving forward towards your destiny and all the things that are meant to happen. Yeah. It's all about just taking one step at a time, not knowing what is coming or how it's all going to play out. It's just like one step at a time. I'm going to move out of that cage. I'm going to focus on what I need to do right now and then keep going. And then eventually it will all reveal itself. And then the King of Pentacles is about having resolute action and saying, okay, one way or another, I'm going to move out of this cage. I'm going to have all the things I want to have in my life. But in order to get them, I need to let go of this and I need to move forward, and what will be, will be. But I know that I'm having success, right? I just don't know what that's going to look like, right? And it's going forward and doing that. It's almost like you're holding on to an ideal or waiting. Yeah, you have to move forward. Yeah, very interesting, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. Don't forget to subscribe and comment so you get entered into the draw. Have a fabulous week, and I will talk to you soon.
Stop being a prisoner of your past. Become the architect of your future.